Hi, Amador County. Sue Slivick on location here in Volcano for the wonderful Independence Day celebration going on here 2014. And with me is an old friend of mine, Jimmy Wilson. Jimmy, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Sue.
Thank you. And your Tom.
Yes.
Okay, just met him. Love his shorts, love his outfit. This shirt is just awesome. Looks like you've been to other car shows.
I have, yes.
You really like car shows. What is it about car shows that you find just so appealing?
I don't know, I guess the nostalgia, you know, it takes you back to maybe when you were a teenager or in your young 20s.
What kind of car did you have at 16?
At 16, I had a 1954 Chevy Bel Air.
Okay, a lot of fun, huh?
Oh, great cars.
I know. Those were the days, right?
Yes, they were.
Okay, let's talk, Jimmy. You've been around Amador County for how many years?
36 years.
Okay, friend of ours from Rotary also. And you are a car buff. I mean, you invest, you play, you go. Tell me about your experiences with cars and your first car at 16.
Well, my first car was a 49 Chevy, but paid $150 for it. Had a lot of fun with it. But I've been racing cars, drag racing, and working on cars my whole life. It's something I really enjoy, and taking them apart, putting them back together, trying to get them go a little faster.
Now, you must be very proficient at the electrical part of it, because you are an electrician, and that is his trade, and major part of a car. Maybe not the old ones as much as the new one.
Yeah, it is a major part. Now, I don't even understand the electric part of it now. I mean, it's so, with computers and all kinds of things, it's a little beyond me. But basic ignition and making a car start and stop is, I did in the beginning.
You guys have a real love of these cars, and the amount of time, love, and energy and money that goes into these cars is outstanding. Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. That's the exact words.
It's a whole industry.
Labor of love.
Yeah. It supports a whole industry.
Of course.
Automotive finish, you know, paint. I mean, just what it costs to paint a car now, just the cost of the paint.
Do you think that the industry is expanding now that there's so many baby boomers that are retiring and they're finally going to be able to finish that car or work on that car? Do you think maybe there's going to be another whole group of, you know, more and more of these on the road and car shows and that sort of thing?
It seems like it is. There's more and more.
A lot in the county alone.
Yeah, there was a car show yesterday that we judged out at the Terra Diora Winery.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
And there was another 80 cars out there, I believe.
Then we just had the airport one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
And then there was the one right in downtown Jackson.
Right.
And there is a little cruise or something that goes on through Mel's, I think, in their parking lot once a month?
Yeah, they do, like once a month. Second Tuesday, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to see you. As you look down the street, how far does that go? Pretty far? A couple blocks?
Just a couple blocks.
Okay.
But say hello to Tom.
I will. Nice to meet you and enjoy the car show. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye, Jimmy. I'm with Speedy Gonzalez, and good to see you. You know my son John. You took him to Baja. Tell me about that trip. What you can tell me on air.
Well, on air, we had a really good time. We stopped at the border for a little bit and had some brewskis, and then we went to San Felipe, where we stay, and I have a little place down there now. And we rode our motorcycles and had a really good time. Rode all around Baja, drank a lot of beer.
Yeah.
It was a good time, and we enjoyed it.
And Joel went with you?
Joel Sweeney went with us.
Yeah, good times, good times. Okay, you have a car here.
Yep.
This is beautiful. Tell me about it. How long have you had it, and what is it?
It's a 59 190 SL Mercedes, and I've had it about 8 years. And when I originally got it, it was sitting in the barn for 15 years, and I pulled it out, and it was just a mess. I had to gut it, both the motor and the interior. It was all full of,
cobwebs
and rat, you know what, and it was rusty. And anyway, I just had to gut it and start over. So I took the 4-banger out and stuffed a 302 in there, and I've been working on it ever since.
So it really moves down the road.
Yeah, it goes pretty good now.
Pretty good now.
Yeah.
Now, don't you have like a water truck, or you retired from that?
I have a Speedy Gonzalez potable water.
Yeah.
And I do that kind of on the side, part-time, and keep me busy and help pay for this thing.
Okay. So you're kind of retired, though? What did you do for main work all through your life?
I worked for the Forest Service for 20 years, retired in 92. Then I put together a logging truck and went logging for 10 years. And then that folded, and I ended up doing the water truck.
So it's all on the road kind of thing. Yeah. You love the road, and you like the highway and seeing nature and all that kind of
stuff. Yeah, and I like hot rods.
Hot rods.
So.
And you like this car show? Is this one of the better ones as far as a venue because of the trees and the way it's nestled in?
I think so. I think it's small, it's real low-keyed, and everybody seems to be real friendly. And this is where we always park here, me and Gary. We always park right here. And it's just a fun show.
Okay, good to see you. And I'll tell John I saw you at the Cannonball run. He used to live here in town.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, back there, worked at the St. George.
I'll be there.
Met his wife right here at the St. George in Volcano. She lived here, worked here.
I'll be there.
Small world.
This is a great place.
It is.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, well, now we're going to take it inside to the Armory Hall. We're going to give this event a little different slant, and we're going to go check out some of the merchants and some of the fun that's going on over at the St. George. So come on, let's go. The air conditioning is great in here. Right before the parade, we're going to kind of kick it in here a little bit. But we wanted to meet some of the people, the vendors that are staged right here in the Armory Hall. What a great room.
Isn't it nice? It's nice and cool.
It's cool, high ceiling. They've really restored this place nicely. Hardwood floors. Tell me what you've got in here. Do you make these?
Yes, ma'am. I make everything. I start everything. All my plants are actively growing. Different pots. My sun catchers I love.
Oh, let's go over here. Tell me, can catch that, catch the light of these.
And the glow-in-the-dark beads or bracelets, they really do.
Tell me about these. They're beautiful.
Well, these are the big, this one and like this little one and these heart ones, they have 30% lead crystal. I make them from find the parts and just put them together, assemble them.
They really bring the rainbows into the house, and they're kind of seen all around, and every time the sun shifts, they move. And then if there's a breeze in the house from fans or something, they just kind of, it's just beautiful, what they project.
Yeah,
over here, you've got some beautiful necklaces.
Thank you. All of my necklaces are like the lapis. They're all handmade stones. My necklaces are made with toggles, though, so that they're easier to use.
You know, I have to say I've got arthritis, and it's so hard to use those little tiny attachments behind your neck or in front, or then you need your glasses. I mean, it's like there's all these challenges. That's really great that you put those on.
Well, and then you can, like with this one here or this one here, the ones that are all the same, you can take the toggle and put it down in front or use it over here.
If you want it short or if you want it...
No, you just change the look of it.
Oh, you change the...
And then you can hang a pendant from the toggle too, if you'd like.
Okay.
But like right here, see
over here, Tommy's going to come and switch around here. So we're looking right here. Oh, it's got a decorative piece.
Yeah, it's a toggle. So it functions, you know, in different places, so you can get a different look if you'd like.
It gives it a whole new look.
It does.
And what's with the jam back here?
Oh, I have rhubarb jam and cranberry jalapeno.
You just brought the whole kitchen.
I did. I'm diversified.
I love that. So you're out of Angels Camp, and you've made all these things here.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, you're pretty good. So do you do this as a hobby, or do you do this full time?
You can't make a living at this.
So you have a regular job, or you're retired?
I'm retired, but I'm looking for a part-time job.
What kind of work did you do?
I volunteer at the hospice thrift store right now. The other thrift store, I volunteer at Pace Yourself, physical fitness.
So what kind of work did you do in the early years?
Before I had my stroke, I was a women's crisis counselor, and then I worked in Rayleigh's.
That is so needed, the women's crisis stuff.
It's nice. It was a wonderful job.
Hey, there's some fresh blood here out of Angels Camp.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So Dan over at Hospice, you got a great gal here helping out at the Hospice thrift store. Don't you love the thrift store? You can find a lot of good things there.
First 3 days in the month is half off in Angels Camp. The last 3 days are half off in Jackson.
You know your stuff. Nice to meet you. You're the kind of gal we love having living here in Amador County and Calaveras County, because you help make it all happen for everyone.
We do. We do.
Great community.
You couldn't do it without them. Without us.
Absolutely right. Thank you. Funk's Gallery. Many of you had seen them, right, on Main Street for how many years?
17 years.
17 years. And you were in that beautiful building that had a hardwood floor and a stove, similar to this place. That is
very much.
one of the nicest buildings in Jackson.
Yes, it was lovely. I was thrilled to get it.
It was, and you guys made it, your decorations each, and then you hung things from the ceiling. It had a skylight in it.
We went crazy. Yeah, we were crazy.
So let's talk about your husband's pottery.
Pottery, we came into the store in 1994 with mostly pottery. And it's collectible in the county. People are really, we're known for the pottery. And we started adding a little metalwork. John happens to be somewhere else.
Oh,
but
John
John does all the metal.
He does the metal work.
Yes.
This is outstanding.
We actually started getting plate racks that were broken, and he started fixing them, and then it led to, all of this work.
And they're very affordable.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I love this. How much is the tree one? The three trees?
You know what? I think that those are $39.
Those are, what a great gift. I gotta say, I'm extremely practical. They go on the wall?
They also go on the wall.
Oh, okay.
A little place that you can screw.
Oh, wow.
And you can, sometimes you put a little bear or a candle.
Oh.
Because they'll go up or they will sit. So
okay, well, before we need to ask you where people can find these if they don't see you at a craft show.
That's it.
You're not in the phone book?
I am in the phone book.
You don't have any of your stuff anywhere in Jackson or Sutter Creek?
No.
Now, come on.
No, I don't.
Okay, fine. You're in the phone book.
It's really hard to keep these price points and be in a store.
I understand. But I'm a very practical person, and you give somebody something, this won't break. It can be passed down. It's heirloom
outside.
It can go outside, inside.
Set.
You can't. Yes, I hate to see things that I give people.
I know. What do I do with it?
You see it at hospice one day.
I'm shocked. I don't see any of this so far.
Of course.
So far,
it's an heirloom.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, back over to here. And what is this?
I've done the T-shirts in the store
you
for about.
You paint them?
Yeah, I stencil, I stamp, I print.
And
I did the garden. Well, I just did the garden show, so we did a bunch of that. But this is a little. But this is a little, this is a block print with stenciled bumblebees with a tiny little bit of gold on the bumblebee.
Got a little glitz to it.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, very nice.
Very
what really caught my eye was this. What is this?
I'm doing capris. I have capris on.
These are capris?
That's what I'm doing. Well, it kind of helps sell the T-shirt.
Now, I could have used those today because I needed something
hot. It's hot. These are cooler.
They're red and white.
Yes.
And they're kind of vintage, the off-white.
Yeah, it's a very. I'm going to
very American.
I want to expand this, but I have to find this fabric. I can't find this fabric, so.
Well, you know who's coming to town? Joanne.
I know. I saw that. I did.
I don't know how pricey they're going to be. I have no clue, but how neat to have them. I love, Walmart's great, but not much selection.
Right.
And then the other store has the wonderful cottons, but this will expand on all kinds of crafts.
Right.
Okay, we're going to move on. Nice to see you, the Funk family, still making it happen. I know how to find you.
You have interviewed me since 1990.
And we moved here in '87. Well, and come on, are we looking good or what?
Yeah, I think we're doing okay.
Stay
busy, talking and breathing.
Exactly.
She interviewed me in my first store in Sutter Creek in 1990.
Wow. Well, thank you for remembering. With me is a very creative lady, and she's actually doing stuff as we speak. Well, I grabbed her from her table. This is Jude. Nice to meet you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
So how did you get that name, Jude?
Well, it started out Judith, and who wants to be called Judith?
I like that. Hey, Jude.
Hey, Jude, right. That's you always say that, and then I'll remember your name.
Of course. All right. So let's talk about what you do. What is this called?
It's called dichroic glass, coming from the expression or the word dichromatic, meaning two colors. One color is reflected, and one color is refracted. So what it has is I do 3 layers of glass and I fuse them together in a kiln, and one of the layers has a metallic coating, and that's what reflects and refracts light.
Okay.
Giving it the really interesting combination of colors and
just beautiful. I'm kind of getting a little closer so I can see so many shapes and different designs.
Yes, you're looking at pendants right now, and I do the firing in a kiln, and then annealing in a kiln, and then I do a lot of shaping on a grinding wheel.
Oh.
So there's a lot of work involved, but it's labor of love, of course.
How did you get interested in this sort of artwork?
Well, I started out, as you can see, I do stones in the background there, and I've done those for like over 40 years, and you just kind of, when you want to be creative, you kind of just keep segueing. Like, that looks fun, and you finally try and figure out to do 1 or 2 things so that you're not spread all over the place.
So have you seen your creativity evolve through the years, maybe the last 10, 12 years?
What I notice with anything that you start at the bottom of a learning curve, and you think your stuff's gorgeous. until about 2 years later, and then you go, oh, that stuff wasn't nearly as cool as I thought it was in the beginning.
So, for those that are kind of starting, say, you know, the best is yet to come.
That'll work, absolutely. And always
give it time.
Always just go with your instincts.
Okay.
And try and have fun with what you do.
That's awesome. Where can people find you? Where do you sell out of?
I sell at shows like this, and I sell at Moke Hill Nuts in McCollum Hill, and I have stuff in San Andreas Arts Council. Good. And they can always get me through my website.
And what is that?
That is Judesigns, JUDEZIGNS, at Weebly.com.
Okay, perfect. We got to go. I hear the parade's going to start. Are you going to catch it?
I will try and look out the window.
Okay, nice to talk to you, Jude. Thank you.
So now, if you'd please stand, remove your hats. Jack McGee, the traveling singing man, will be singing the national anthem for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good job, guys.
Yeah, we got to start.
Theater group, stop!
Oh, Volcano Theater, okay. Right. Volcano Theater. Volcano Theater Company. All the actors and actresses.
Okay, that's it for us.
And coming up next we have the Amador Fire Protection District. Thank you, Theater Company.
Okay, what we have here, we've got some young kids, and we've got Lynn Morgan, candidate for District 3 Supervisor, with her husband and might be her grandkids.
Candidate for District 3 Supervisor. Lynn is in the parade today with her favorite political supporters, her husband Patrick, and dogs Nellie and Bloodhound. Kirby the Aussie and Franklin and Caroline, two of Lynn's favorite grandchildren. Lynn strongly prefers to have these animals and people at her side for their loyalty and the fact that, as most politicians, they do not bite the hand that feeds them.
This is Twin Cedars.
And next we have Twin Cedars Canine Yankee Doodle Doggies.
Precision drill team.
Precision drill team. They're a dedicated group of people who train their dogs out at Twin Cedars Canine. The majority of the teams are registered with Therapy Dogs Incorporated and visit all our senior care facilities in the county. They also work with the kids in Jackson Elementary School. Today the drill team is led by Twin Cedar Canine owner Marge Blair and her search and rescue dog Vito.
Next up is Volcano Union Inn.
This is the Volcano Union Pub and Inn, right next door to where we're standing. The Volcano Union Inn serves seasonal comfort food, a great spot to meet and dine with your friends and neighbors. The Union is owned and operated by Tracy and Mark Berkner, also owners of Taste Restaurant in Plymouth. Tracy and Mark's kitchen crew were honored this year by being invited to compete in the James Beard competition in New York City. We're talking about a big deal, and they're part of the community. The Union also offers 4 comfortable guest rooms upstairs. And we have the Lockwood Fire Protection District. All right. They reside right up on Shake Ridge with 2 stations. They all will rest a little easier knowing that you're there, and thank you for coming on.
And now we have Rubini Tree Service, and what a great family.
Rubini Tree Service, a local business owned and operated by a Volcano resident, Nick Rubini. In business locally for the last 7 years, taking care of your tree care and property management needs. We also understand another congratulations is ordered to Nick for his recent marriage to Miss Caitlin Grillo, another multi-generational product of Volcano.
Volcano kids are next.
Look at these adorable kids. Lots of kids that have come out in the spirit of today, Independence Day 2014, and decorating their vehicles, their bikes, and other folks with their scooters. That's what it's all about, small town living in Amador County.
Or motorcycle.
Dick Crawford and Lisa Haley lead entries.
Dick Crawford, Lisa Haley.
That must be that little teardrop must be for a dog or all their ice chests and all that kind of stuff. And here we have a wagon train. Isn't this the cutest? Look at that.
Wagon train.
How cute is that? This little wagon, WAGGIN. Train. Isn't that cute? So you're looking good. I'm Patty. Patty, I know you don't. Well, my cameraman's down there filming, and I'm going to talk to you. Can you come up here for a second? It seems to me that the parade's over. Do you live here in Volcano?
I live in Volcano with my husband, Ron.
Are you the one that came on our show?
Last year, and this year I sent Ron.
I
called you on the phone
I
probably.
know, and I'm saying, where's that gal? I want to see her on TV. And I see this guy, and I said, oh,
I sent him. I couldn't handle one more thing that day.
I got it.
Yeah, we've been running the show about 3 years now.
You live here in Volcano?
Yeah, not in the village, up the hill a little. We call it Volcano Heights.
So tell me about your life here. You've lived here how long?
A little over almost 4 years. We love it here.
You're the kind of gal that would, because you're outgoing and you're vivacious, and you can take over and help some of these people that are trying to just keep these wonderful little events going on. So
this is a great event.
What brought you to Amador County? How'd you pick this area?
We were out looking, not even thinking we were going to move. And we were out on our motorcycle, and we saw a house up the road, and we contacted the real estate agent, bought it, offered on a Friday. They accepted on Saturday, and we moved.
That's kind of how it happens to all of us. And you did a great job on our show. My camera's right behind you. I wanted to thank you for coming on the morning show. Wagon, WAGGIN. Train. Isn't that cute? So you're looking good.
I'm Patty.
Patty, I know you don't. Well, my cameraman's down there filming, and I'm going to talk to you. Can you come up here for a second? It seems to me that the parade's over. Do you live here in Volcano?
I live in Volcano with my husband, Ron.
Are you the one that came on our show?
Last year, and this year I sent Ron by himself.
I called you
on the phone probably.
I know, and I'm saying, where's that gal? I want to see her on TV. And I see this guy, and I said, oh,
I sent him. I couldn't handle one more thing that day.
I got it.
Yeah, we've been running the show about 3 years now.
You live here in Volcano?
Yeah, not in the village, up the hill a little. We call it Volcano Heights.
So tell me about your life here. You've lived here how long?
A little over almost 4 years. We love it here.
You're the kind of gal that would, because you're outgoing and you're vivacious, and you can take over and help some of these people that are trying to just keep these wonderful little events going on. So
this is a great event.
What brought you to Amador County? How'd you pick this area?
We were out looking, not even thinking we were going to move. And we were out on our motorcycle, and we saw a house up the road. And we contacted the real estate agent, bought it, offered on a Friday. They accepted on Saturday, and we moved.
That's kind of how it happens to all of us. And you did a great job on our show. My camera's right behind you. I wanted to thank you for coming on the morning show.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate the exposure.
Well, we appreciate you getting up at 5 o'clock to come on down.
Yeah.
Start a little early, don't you?
We do. Well, that's because then you could get back to bed or go to work. And half the people in the county probably just go back to bed. They come on our show.
Right.
But whatever, it's a good thing to be able to network like we do throughout the whole county, all the from Kirkwood to Comanche. And look at this crowd. Isn't this awesome?
This is a good turnout this year.
So
we have about 80 cars and motorcycles this year, about 22 vendors.
And we're going back inside to get some more vendors. We've covered cars so much this last few weeks with different events. We're going to hit the vendors inside and then go around the town and show off the bakery and everything around town.
Yeah, the St. George.
And give it a little different slant. So thank you, Patty, for helping the community and talking to me. And I'm going back inside where it's air conditioned.
Yeah, it's cool in there.
Okay.
It's a place to be.
Thank you. Bye-bye. With me is Sharon, and I know Sharon because you are the receptionist.
Yes, I'm the receptionist for RNA Financial.
And that's Russ and Ava Brown, and we want to thank them for helping support the senior show and their investments in retirement planning and that sort of thing. But we're not here to promote them, but thank you, you two. Sharon, I didn't know you did this kind of stuff. Tell me what you do. Let's start with what's behind it.
Well, I make the little girl headbands or headpieces with the long flowing hair. So every little girl likes to be a princess. So I try and help to create that. The little headbands, everything that, decorates the hair, and makes you feel beautiful.
And how about these? You make the soap?
These are my homemade soaps.
Tell me about those.
I make my own soaps, scrubs, lotions, face creams, body washes, gift baskets. I have customized gift baskets that people can create their own gift baskets from everything I have. So they make wonderful gifts.
So what sort of ingredients are in the soaps and some of the products that Tommy's showing over there?
Nothing but the best. So
like shea butter,
coconut oil, almond oil, pure olive oil. Great product.
And what's the abrasive that's in the scrubs?
Well, this is my brown sugar scrub, and it has olive oil and coconut oil. And then I also have, you can use it for the face, but I also have some facial scrubs over here.
That are a lot easier on the face?
Yes. They have like the almond oil, so very luxury product.
Well, it looks like you've got some customers coming in here, so we're going to take off. But if people would like to know more about this, where do they find your products?
Well, I'm Absolutely Yours Gifts and More, and you can call me.
And what's your number?
209-295-5504.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Nice to see you here. And you've got beautiful things, and it's nice to see they're all natural and good for us.
Thank you very much.
It's great for those little girls, too. With me is a local from Pioneer, Lori Verteg.
You got it.
Okay. And nice to meet you.
Thank you, Sue. Same here.
Thank you. How long have you lived here in Amador County?
27 years.
Me too. I don't know if I've ever met you.
No,
maybe we don't run in the same events.
Maybe not.
Okay, well, let's talk about, these are gourds?
They're all gourds. They start out like this, and then we have to clean them. And if they're open like this here one, there's all kinds of seeds and gunk inside we have to scrape out before they get like these here.
What gives it this finish like that?
We use polyurethane or a wax product, or I'm trying to think of the one. It's called Wipe On.
Okay.
And it gives it a nice shiny finish.
You know, I've seen a lot of gourd art, but some of these pieces look more like ceramic, the way you finish them off. They're just beautiful. And they're so light.
Some of them are, but this particular one is really heavy. You can see how thick it is.
Right.
And some of them are a lot thinner, like this here one here.
So do you grow the gourds yourself, or do you purchase them?
No, I purchase them.
I've heard there's some place you can drive to and buy them not far, maybe an hour from here or something.
Well, they had one up in Knight's Landing, but now the husband and wife have since retired. And I also have a friend who grows them over in Elk Grove.
Okay, so you have a source.
Yes.
And there's probably plenty of ranchers that have, farms around here that could grow a couple of patches.
Yes, but
they take a lot of space.
They do. And of course, Davis Ranch also grows them.
Okay, yeah, they've been on our show. Nice people.
Yeah.
So, where do people find your products, your gourd art, and do you go to many events?
So far, I just go locally, Pine Grove. This is the first time I've been here, and then I go to Davis Ranch.
Do you ever take them to any stores or art galleries?
I have just signed up for consignment at the Serenity Gift Shop in Pioneer.
Next to Mace Meadows?
Yes,
Okay, I haven't been in there, but I'm going to have to check.
Oh, it's a beautiful shop. Go in there. Okay. You'll enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you for the invite. I'll go in there and check it out again. Oh, and does that lid lift off?
Some of them do.
Oh, it looks like it does. That's
one right in front of you?
Yeah.
No.
This?
Yeah. That doesn't lift off.
But that one does.
Yes.
And it's beautiful the way the leaves are, the way you cut them.
These here are all done by Marion Beckley.
Okay.
Over here.
Okay.
And then
these are yours.
Mine. Yes.
Okay, I wonder what that one runs. I can't see the price, but boy, is that pretty too. And this, I love the way, I know, Tommy, I'm all over the place, but this has the pine needles. I like that. That feels very Native American.
Yes, and I enjoy doing Native American, like this particular
one. Oh,
this is what they call an ocean drum. It's supposed to be like waves.
You hear it? Now, can you tap on it too?
If you wanted to, yeah. There you go.
Okay, well that's very nice, and only $28. That looks like it was a lot of work.
It was quite a bit, but you've got to move them so you can do more.
All right, well good luck to you.
Okay.
From Pioneer, nice to meet you. Been here 1908, what did you say, 27 years?
Yes, 27 years.
Finally, it's nice to meet you. Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I love word find.
Yeah, I do too. It's fun to do when you're just waiting for customers.
Well, I've moved on to Words with Friends on my smartphone, and it's addictive.
Yeah, I don't have a smartphone, so I can't go there.
This is what I was doing until I started this. And
okay.
I love this.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
Can I interview you about your stuff you have here? I was noticing as I was walking by.
They go in the microwave so that when you take your bowl out, you don't burn your hands. They're made of 100% cotton. The batting inside is called Warm and Natural. It's 100% cotton. There's no resin, no polyester, no glues in the batting. It's 100% cotton. Even the thread has to be 100% cotton, or they'll melt.
It'll melt.
Yeah.
You've got a bowl like that. And my microwave's with the hood underneath it. Mm-hmm. Although it's not anyway. When something's hot, by the time you get the two, it's a little high for me to be able to put the pot holders. And the fear of it falling and how hot it would be.
Right. This would be perfect for you.
Yeah, these are great. Yeah. So it just nestles in there, and you have all these different...
A lot of people order them for gifts for unexpected people that come over. Then they have a gift for them.
How much are they? Can I ask?
They're $10 for the large ones, $8 for the small, or $2 for $15.
And it could double as a pot holder.
Yes, and if you double them like this, you can warm your tortillas.
Now, there's also something similar I've seen where people make baked potatoes.
Right, that's called the potato bag. It's made in the same similar fashion with the same similar product, with the Warm and Natural. Or they have this tater stuff, which is the same thing. It's the same batting.
Is this inside here?
Yes, there's a double layer of
so
this
that's
inside.
What and is it like a felt?
Yes, it's 100% cotton. There's no resin, no glue,
so that's
no
what gives it the
that's what gives That's what gives it that quilted feel.
Okay. Wow, these are very nice. And here's a special one for today.
Yes.
And Happy Independence Day.
Yes, why don't you take that for yourself if you don't have one? Why not, please?
Oh, I would love to.
All right.
Thank you. I'll wear it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was very nice.
All right.
Well, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from San Andreas.
Okay. Well, thank you. I hope you come back here.
Oh, I've been back here for the last few years. I used to live here in this town.
Oh, where? What part of the county?
On Plug Street, right up around the corner.
How many years?
I lived there for a year and a half.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to buy something you have here, where will they find you next?
My next show is going to be at the Davis Ranch at Slough House.
All right.
And I have business cards. I have my email on there, but I don't have a website set up.
How about just your phone number?
My phone number is on there.
Okay.
They can call me and order.
Okay.
In fact, plenty of people do.
Do you want to give the phone number out on TV?
Yes, it's 209-754-1647.
Now, I know you've met Patty before because Tom has interviewed her, but I want to share what I love, and we're going to do it again because that's what we do. That's what repeat is. And Patty, good to see you.
Thank you very much. Glad to have you out today.
This woman is so creative and such a sweetheart. Tell the viewers what you do and what's inside and what is the core of it that gives it the strength and the usefulness and all about these.
Okay. Well, as you take a look at this birdhouse, I'll roll it up. You can see I actually start with a solid wood bird house, so it's sealed and it's contained and ready for a bird. And then I go Macaulay River, Bear River Reservoir, Capel, Silver Lake. So it's all of our local driftwood pieces. And after dragging them all home, you don't want to split them. I found that out real early. So I'll use a pilot hole. I'll drill through the pieces so I don't split the pieces, and then what I use is moss or lichen to hide all the screw heads. It's rustic art, but it's also kind of fine art. The pieces are just exquisite, and I find it's wood. Birds like nesting in wood. So I'll take bird seed, throw it inside, throw it all over. It catches on the lichen. It kind of draws them in, whether they can smell it or see the bird seed. That's one way to get them in. They also are very curious, these silly things that move. They'll jump and tap them. They're very sturdy, so after a large storm, you won't look out the window and see a pile of glue and sticks.
You know, they are so unique and different. This one has this beautiful abalone shell, and that's what you put the seed in.
Yes, I find by having a little bit of food with them, and again, it attracts them. And I have people that will email, we have a family this year. We've got birdies that came back. We have a bluebird in ours, or what's this kind of bird? So I know that the birds love nesting in them.
Some of these over here, Tommy, there's one over here. There's so many. I mean, is the lighting okay if we go over here? Let's check out a few of these over here. I'm trying to direct from this side of the mic. Leave it to me. Okay, but I like this one. All the rusty things on it. Can I turn it a little?
Yeah.
Look at her old rusty tools. If you've got tools, you should just give them to this lady and let her make something into it. Wonderful. And these are kind of Amador County made.
They're all local.
And this could be considered like farmer's market stuff.
Absolutely.
Because it's a natural material, well, besides the tool.
Here's recycled. It's
recycle at its finest, and it brings art and a sense of, oh, look at this one, Tommy.
This piece is pretty cool. And this is, you got it right, there you go, hooked your ear. This is, it's like a cincher, I forgot the real name, but for logging trucks or old piping trucks, a friend had a plumbing company. I wired it solid here to keep the arm out, but as you can see, that would hook on the cabling, this would hook on the truck, and you would cinch this to secure your load. So what I ended up doing was just wire wrapping, baling wire, all the pieces together so the arm stays out. I do a small planter. You could do herbs or something that doesn't require a lot of water. Finding the balance over here took 3 pieces, not knowing that arm was so heavy, but that's a pretty cool one. And if I can show you one, this is a favorite. This, besides the birdhouses, I call this my signature piece. I can't make enough of these. People love simple driftwood in a wine barrel ring. I can do them in 3 different shapes, but it just seems that this color and composition, if I bring 3 of them to the show, I sell them all.
And they're very reasonable. What is the price of the
$57.
I mean, a present like unique, like no other.
There's a big giant guy. This big heavy one it's only $73, and it's probably maybe all of 2.5 feet long or something. Right. Built very sturdy.
And this is an interesting one over here. Well, how does I brought a piece of this home the other day. How does the wood get like that? Is that from the knot?
Yeah, this is the knot hole center here, and I kind of collect them, and my boys collect them too. They go fishing, and the deal is they know once they're out, who cares about the fish? It's whatever wood or rustical metal pieces you can bring home. So they'll come home, and so what do you got? What do you got? Open up and
the colors in here, all the greens, the shades of greens, and the heart. It's kind of a heart shade.
Thank you.
It's just lovely.
Thank you very much. These pieces, I find the higher I go up country, it bleaches them out. I don't even have to sand a lot of the pieces because they're so bleached out.
It's already sold.
I know.
You know, when I was at the art show at the Hannah's last week for the event in West Point, I saw almost everyone was sold.
And I tell people not to high pressure them, but if they like the pieces, pick them out and buy it now because they're price fair and they go quickly.
Right. Okay. This huge one. I just noticed this. Look at this piece.
Now these pieces are great for either interior. I have a woman that bought a piece for her home by the fireplace that looks out on the garden. They're nice at the entrance to a home or a cabin. Another gentleman put his kind of nestled under a giant pine tree with sort of ivy at the bottom in his back garden. And again, all the tools that are on this are, that's the natural color they were, that sort of blue. I'll keep it simple.
And then you just highlighted and stained a little bit of the wood to flow with that. That is lovely.
Thank you.
So Patty, how can people find you if they didn't see you at this event? Do you want to give your phone number?
Well, you know what? I do have, you can email. That's probably the best way. And my email is sunsetridge@volcano.net. That's the best way, and you can ask questions about pieces. Let me know if you have old pieces. I do custom pieces. I do whatever color that may go with your garden or yard. If you want a tall piece, I'm actually building a piece for a fireplace now. I've built shelves and towel racks.
Okay.
So kind of open to whatever you might need.
What's your next show in a month or so?
It is actually next weekend. It's at the Slough House. It's their big corn festival, the Slough House Corn Festival. It's a 2-day event. It's the 12th and 13th, and it's a wonderful venue. I think they'll have over 50 vendors there.
Davis Ranch?
Yes, Davis Ranch.
Okay, so again, it's what'd you say? Sunset Ridge?
Sunset Ridge at volcano.net.
Okay. So if you want to get a hold of Patty, Patty, just wonderful work. I love seeing you, and I just think you're just a top-notch lady.
Thank you.
Welcome. We've got a special lady over here we want to talk about or go meet and share with you. So come on. Is this a beautiful face or what? This is Carol?
Carol Dabney.
And you're from?
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and Volcano is just the most charming town. I'm so glad to be here.
So how did you find out, and how did you end up right here at on stage at the Armory Hall?
My sister Barbara Funk has Barbara Funk's Gallery, and yeah, she has pottery. So she said, "Come on, sister." So here I am.
And to be with your sister, 4th of July.
That's right. It's wonderful.
Tell me about what you're doing here and what you do.
I have written books about, my main book is called Dance Me Home. It's about my father's life in World War II. And he met my mom at a USO dance. She said she would not dance with him, so he went off to war dreaming about getting back to dance with her. So, of course, long story short, he came back to dance with her and he married her too. So I wrote their life story while they were in the nursing home. It took me 3 years. It's called Dance Me Home. And the last part of it is dedicated to the Alzheimer's Association, and I'm a spokesperson to help find a cure for Alzheimer's.
Okay, and you have...
I write books and I also compose music. Because he was a Navy man, they threw him on the shores of the Philippine Islands and he became a foot soldier, so I wrote a song called Soldier.
Can we play that and then we'll talk more, or do you think we should... Let's play that.
You want to play it for a second? Okay. Get that going. No, motorcycle.
I'll be here waiting till you come home. Soldier, kissing me goodbye, drying the tears from my eyes. Just say you love me before you go. We're an ocean away. I feel your heartbeat carried on the waves. I stretch my arms out, I breathe in who you are. I look to heaven, you're not that far. Just close your eyes, I'll dance you home.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
And you're her sister.
I'm Barbara Funk's sister, right? She lives in Pioneer.
I'm so glad I met you. So where do you live?
I live in Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's what you do.
I'm a music teacher there during the rest of the year, and in the summer I come see my sister.
Every year?
Every year, yes.
How long are you in town for?
I've been here for 2 weeks, and I read at the Amador County Library. I read the military story, Military Mommy, which is about my daughter. See my sister.
Every year?
Every year, yes.
So how long are you in town for?
I've been here for 2 weeks, and I read at the Amador County Library. I read the military story, Military Mommy, which is about my daughter.
Okay, let's talk about that, and then we'll find out how people can get a hold of you.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me about your daughter.
My daughter is now a captain in the United States Army. She's stationed at Schofield Barracks in Oahu, Hawaii, and she'll be deployed later on this year, and I'm kind of on my way to be the nanny for her 2 children. I wrote the story. It's very simple form, and I read it at schools and libraries. I'm a volunteer reader, and Military Mommy is a story about military families and the sacrifice they make for America. Just, you know, the separation that the children go through and their contribution to our country, our wonderful country. And so I do have military stories. And I've just finished reading at Amador County Library, and I really appreciate being over there.
So, we're not going to see you till next year, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, when you get to town, you need to have your sister call me, because then you could be on our local TV station.
Oh, thank you.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
And I wish that Donna Lyons, Armed Forces Weekly show, we know she moved back to Washington because her husband got, he's back in Washington. He was in Afghanistan, colonel there, and they got married, so she's over there in Washington, D.C., but she's coming home in a few weeks. It's too bad we can't have her interview you then, but we'll have to wait till next year to have you on, whether it's Donna or me or whoever, and we will showcase you more then.
Oh, wonderful. And, I'll just look forward to that so much.
Now, where can people find that book, especially the Military Mommy book, and your father's, your book for your father?
All of these books, of course, they're here today, right now.
Right.
But you can go on Amazon.com, and they're also in Kindle form, so they're much more affordable, and the kids can read them on their Kindles. I've drawn all the pictures and illustrated all the pictures. Some of them are bilingual in Spanish and English, but all of them are on Amazon.com, Carol Dabney, or go to caroldabney.com.
Say it again.
caroldabney.com.
caroldabney.com.
That's right, and you can get to my website.
Okay.
And you just click away, and you've got me.
You've got such a beautiful voice. My goodness, you're just a...
Thank you so much.
A wonderful lady, beautiful face. Oh, does she have a beautiful face? A boy's face and heart.
Well,
happy Independence Day, and good luck to your daughter and your family.
Happy Independence Day to all of you here in California. Thank you so much.
For many people, it's Old Home Week, where people gather and see their friends and all the what's going on here, and people say hello. So it's kind of like this event is a homecoming for Volcano. And as you can see, there's lots of cars. We're going to give you a 360 view here and show you what Main Street right in front of the Army Hall looks like on this 5th of July Independence Day celebration. And we're back around here, and there's the Armory Hall bell at the crossroads of Constellation. Is that the name of the street? Consolation and Immigrant. So there we go. And back over to me, and I'm here in front of the Armory Hall where we showed you that wonderful display of different booths and met those nice people. So now we're headed over to Main Street, right over there, and check out what's going on in town. So come on. There's a wonderful shot of some beautiful cars right at the corner at the stop sign, 3 miles to Daffodil Hill from this point, and Charleston goes up north that way, and over here's the park, the plaque. Isn't that nice? It's like on an old metal door. And then there's the beautiful park, and there was a breakfast this morning, a pancake breakfast, I think, by the Masons maybe, because behind here is their building, I believe, or the Moose Lodge. Do you know which it is? I should know, sorry. And here's a wonderful hat display on the corner here. I love that tent. Isn't that nice? It's very decorative. It looks like something you'd see at the Renaissance Fair. And more booths over here, and all kinds of raffle prizes. So this is quite a happening in this beautiful, beautiful park-like setting. Okay, this is the cobblestone sidewalk here right in front of the Jug and Rose. It's been here for how many? Probably 100 years, Tommy. What do you think? Some of these old...
Thank you, Mom.
This old building here, the old Jug and Rose. The stone building right there is the Jug and Rose, and then there's the general store and the Cobblestone Theater. We're going to go inside. I believe there's 2 different businesses in here, and today Debbie Dunn's here with her business, and we're going to find out more about that. And Jackie Tarshala has a business on different days, and that's the bakery. And she'll tell us how it works here. But again, this is downtown Volcano. If you haven't been here, come on down, and the theater's right across the street. The amphitheater and the cobblestone is right down there. This is a great lady. How are you doing?
I'm just doing wonderful. This parade was beautiful. I just saw someone I haven't seen for a whole bunch of years in Debbie's shop. Debbie, and it's just beautiful.
It's kind of like Old Home Week, this event.
Oh, it is.
It's like I was telling Tommy and the viewers, it's kind of like homecoming.
That's right. And I've been coming here from the time it started with the fire department, Lockwood, up country.
How many years ago was that?
Oh, well, I've been retired since 1979.
Oh.
So it's a long time.
And you stay busy. What kind of work did you do?
Well, I was an executive secretary. I had wonderful jobs. I have a whole head full of wonderful memories. And I worked in San Francisco a lot of the time. And I worked at different jobs. I had a husband that in those days the wife was supposed to stay home. Well, I loved my children, and when they got into school I worked part-time, and he understood that I loved the business world. Yeah. So anyway.
So your name again, I can't remember.
Dorothy Benker.
That's it. That's right, Benker, because you have somebody in the fire department, you're a relative.
My daughter, Jackie Vaughn.
That's right.
Right over here.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a big tie here with your family, because Jackie she's been our contact for the fire department for years.
For many, many years, and my son, Bob Benker, has the gallery down the street, and then he has his business up on Shake Ridge. He has 10 acres, and he was the fire chief, volunteer fire chief at Lockwood for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yes.
You're a proud mom, and you're just proud of the town. You're just the pride of Amador County.
And I just love it. And I go to the senior center, and I try to be happy. Well, I don't have to try to do anything. I love life, and I'm a very lucky person.
You are an inspiration to many out there, and myself.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be out today. Thank you, and good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye-bye, Sue.
Debbie Dunn, what's going on?
Hey,
My
Susie.
gosh, you're pouring up the fun in here.
A sarsaparilla you wanted here today, huh? Well, sadly, these don't work anymore, but they did.
They sure look good.
1954, Muriel Kivo opened this store, the Jug and Rose, in 1954 as an ice cream confectionery. It was awesome. We are carrying on the tradition here with the Jug and Rose Eatery. We're here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 to 2. We serve breakfast, sourdough pancakes, just like Muriel.
I had them this morning. They were wonderful.
And then on Sunday, my dear friend Jackie Tarshala and Kneading Dough Bakery from What Grows Where. You know Jackie's been on the show a ton of times. She takes over with Kneading Dough Bakery. She has her goods here while we're here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. She comes back on Sunday, here Sunday through Wednesday. So we're open 7 days a week, and she sells breads and quiches and cookies and
does she do sandwiches too?
She does. She's doing some sandwiches at lunchtime. Yeah. So
this is a wonderful kind of shared opportunity. It seems to be a win-win for both of you.
Well, one of the things, two things. I own the country store now. Finally, I cleared.
Congratulations, that you've been working on that a long time.
16 months. So what I don't have, at least until I come up with 30 grand or so, is a commercial kitchen. And what this allows me to do is to be able to make things in a commercial kitchen legitimately, according to the laws of the state, for soups and stews and chilies and pastas, and then I can sell it next door and offer it. So it expands my menu next door for the people. And then, of course, bringing the breakfast back was fun. I was here 7 years ago, bringing back the whole Jug and Rose. But and we'll do more. We'll get the backyard open probably in the next week or so. And then, of course, the store serves lunch. But Jackie and I have a very different menu, so it's kind of a nice venue.
It's like two restaurants in one that gives people different opportunity at both.
Exactly. And to take the same space, of course, our dear friend Sharon Lundgren owns this building, actually owns the whole end cap of this space. It's all on one septic. So she's our landlord, and to have two commercial businesses very viable in a little town like community like Volcano is awesome. I mean, to try it on your own and try to be here 7 days a week, I'm doing that next door 7 days a week, and it's a tough haul. But as many things and the wide variety that Kneading Dough Bakery offers, and then, of course, the 3 days for breakfast here with Jug and Rose Eatery,
it's working. It's working. We get to share the utilities, we share the rent, we share the, we've got insurances, and we're doing it right, which is
so
nice.
awesome. I mean, it's a wonderful place, and to have all this vibrance and economy, and local economy right here in Volcano. So these are what's left of.
Yeah, we went ahead and offered. These are all kneading dough bakery products. We went ahead and offered, with the exception of the strudel and the fruit, and that we wanted to give people a couple of extra choices. But you can see a lot of empty plates. We need to refill the case, and things are good.
Right.
Things are very good in Volcano.
You've got some help here taking care of the customers. I see a group of people I know. I'm going to go.
Jug and Rose. There is the original Jug and Rose.
Oh, the daughter. Excuse me, I'm going to pop in here and say hello. Catherine Eva, good to see you.
Good to see you, Sue. How are you?
I'm good, and good to see you. It's your mother who started this place in 1954.
Yes.
You want to tell us real quick about that, and your dad?
KQBM for Down from the Mountain and Every Woman's Hour.
Yes.
And that's when you said.
And we're getting talking, but I saw your husband. And
Jack McGee.
I can sit. Catherine probably knows this, or all of you know this. I can sit down at a table, and probably within a few minutes, I'll know something that is intriguing enough to want to have you on the show.
Yes. And
I'm always networking.
He was happy to be on, and it made for a nice acquaintanceship with Jack.
I didn't even know about such a thing where people got together and rebuilt these battleships.
Hundreds of people. It's down in L.A. now. The Bay Area gave up that ship.
The Iowa.
Yes, the Iowa. The last battleship in America. And this is making literally, I think about $1 million for L.A. right now. It's really become something.
Yeah. People love to tour those ships. Good to see all you three ladies. Enjoy your pancakes. Thank you for talking to me, and we'll catch you guys later. Okay, bye everybody. See ya. Things are happening right here in Volcano. Here we are at the counter of the general store, and I just wanted to meet this man, and I'll talk to him in a minute, but we got this lovely little family here celebrating the 4th of July. Hi, what's your name?
You say hi to the
What's your name?
Daniela.
And who are you?
Trinity.
And you?
Rebecca, and this is Madison.
Madison, beautiful family. 4 girls. This is awesome. Mom and 3 girls celebrating the 4th of July. Are you from around here?
We actually live in Jackson.
Oh, you do?
But we lived in Volcano for 2 years, so we always join the Cannonball Run. It's one of our traditions for the 4th of July.
And the kids were in the parade?
They were not this year because we were in Jackson, and working and all of that was too hard to get up here at 8 this morning.
How you do it with 3 kids? That's amazing. Well, thank you for sharing with us, and we've got a gentleman from the military back here, or probably retired, and we're going to go talk to him. But this is the general store, and a lot of this is still authentic, and it has some of the original items, or Debbie has found some, but I think some of, like maybe this scale, and not really sure, but Debbie's very creative. Debbie, do you want to help your customers? And then business comes first. This business. I see you're wearing the hat. Tell me about that.
Well, I was a destroyer sailor.
Really?
Before, during Korea, and so forth.
Well,
what else do you want to know?
I do want to know. Tell me.
I'm old.
Okay. And you are who? And your name?
Jean Smith.
Jean Smith. Good to see you both here on this Independence Day celebration in Volcano. Do you live here in town? Where do you live? In Ione. Okay.
We're natives here. We've been here since 1844, the family.
And the last name was the same?
Smith and Bonham.
Oh, the Bonhams. Part of the Bonham.
I'm half Bonham, yeah.
You're half Bonham. Which half? Oh. It always makes people laugh. I love the Bonham family. Andrea and the Bonham boys and the Bonham brothers.
They're all cousins, yeah.
Andy is his cousin. Andy is his cousin.
Andy Bonham.
Andrea, she's right. She lives close to me.
So who are the boys that dress up funny in the Ione Homecoming Parade?
All of them.
All of them. They are a hoot. Like no others.
Chucky, he's always got a big stomach and all that. Bra.
And a bra, I know. Tell me about the ship. Tell me about the USS Hazelwood.
The Hazelwood was commissioned in 1943 and made 10 campaigns, kamikazed in 1945, 29th of April, killed 68 sailors and 10 officers, and 34 missing. Was put in mothballs, was taken out again in 1950, and went to Korea and got into 4 more engagements and various things over there.
So,
I can tell you another thing. One of my friends, he's dead now, but he was from Lockford, and his name was Chester Locke, and he got the Navy Cross, which is second only to the Congressional Medal, for helping repair the ship and getting it back going. He was the engineering officer.
you can still remember all of that, like it was yesterday.
I can remember a lot of things, but I mean, the things that kind of important would be the more or less stuff.
So when you left the service, what year was that?
53.
Okay, and then what did you do for a career?
I worked for the state.
Okay. So you did that, and that's what you retired from?
30 years, yeah.
So you've been retired quite a while?
Yes, yeah.
Enjoying life?
No, my body's wore out.
And her hurts a lot in the morning?
But
pretty stiff in the morning?
Yeah, I'm in physical therapy right now to get moving again.
Yeah. You take jacuzzis?
Do what?
Take jacuzzi.
No, we got one. We don't even use it.
Oh, they really help you move, but okay, like they do. Anyway, so nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing with me. I haven't been out too much. This was an important one, and I thought maybe I'd cover it.
Yeah.
I like the celebration.
I like this place very much.
You like the general store?
Oh, yeah.
The town of Volcano?
In fact, we got some hamburgers cooking over there.
Hamburgers are cooking.
Yes.
They do have very good hamburgers. Yeah, a friend of mine was here the other day and had a wonderful hamburger here. He just told me, Kevin, who used to work for us.
Oh.
Yeah, so nice to see the Smiths out here at the general store eating a great hamburger cooked by Debbie. And Debbie's wearing a lot of hats, but boy, she's like a whole hat tree. Hi, Sharon. Well, we met your husband, and I said, so are you married? And he said, yes. And I said, well, and he says, my wife's right out there. He says, go meet her. So now we're going to meet you. We met him. You guys are living the life. A year and a half you've been here in Amador County?
Absolutely.
And love it.
Absolutely.
So how did you pick Amador County? I asked him everything else except his shoe size, but how did you find Amador?
My sister has property in Fiddletown, and we used to come up here occasionally for weekends and started looking around and decided this was a place to settle because it's a place where we could only go on vacations when we worked. And now we can live here.
You live in vacation.
Yes, we live in vacation land.
Yes, we live in vacation land. And there's your adorable husband. And so life in Amador County is a whole different ballgame than Napa.
Yes, it is. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Now, people like you need to ride your bike through the Napa, shame on me for saying this, through the Shenandoah Valley and go back home and tell everybody that Amador County wines rock.
Okay, we'll do that for you.
Because we are the new Napa. Have you heard that?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have.
Well, you guys are great. I'll let you go because your sandwiches are getting whatever they are, and I can't find my glasses, and it's been lovely. I wish you guys well here. We deserve people like you, so come and out and have a good time at all of our events.
We will do.
Susie from TSPN TV.
Thank you.
.com. With me is a local band, Route 88, and some of these people I know, and I'm going to meet the ones I don't, and so will you. This is Ted Williamson.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We know Ted. Do you say where you work when you're not doing this?
I work at Volcano Telephone.
And you know who owns the wonderful establishment? And by the way, we are on the grounds, the patio, or the outside deck of the St. George, which is owned and operated by Sharon Lundgren, who also owns Volcano Communications, your boss.
Yes, she is. Actually, she's my boss's boss.
Boss's boss. Okay.
So.
And isn't she just beautiful? What is your name?
Thank you. My name's Elle Runyon.
So,
I've been with Route 88 since 2010.
Okay.
And
this is who?
This is Gordy.
Hi, Gordy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How long have you been? How long has all the band been together?
Well, we have
Aldo,
3 more members.
Oh.
He's parking his car.
Wow, 3 more. So it's a 6.
We're a 6-piece band.
So tell me who plays what?
Actually, what makes us unique is that we have 2 female vocalists, and we do really thick vocal harmony.
Oh my gosh. Well, what time are you starting?
11:45.
Oh, well, I am going
They
to
should
stick
rush on
around.
down.
I was headed somewhere else, but I don't know, Tommy.
Well, we'll be playing for 4 hours.
Well,
we'll be playing for 4
we're
hours.
going to catch a song or two. But tell me about who the other. What do you play?
I'm the drummer, singer,
Okay.
backup singer.
And who's the other female?
Darnell Medili. She is Aldo Medili's wife, and they are the co-founders of the band.
And she also works for Volcano
Correct.
Communications.
Gosh, you know, Sharon provides lots for a lot of people. And look at this beautiful venue. That's why we were here. We wanted to showcase the band, but we're also going to showcase this wonderful venue. I've been to weddings here, art in the garden here, Father's Day blues and brews kind of thing. And this is the garden area which is in the back part of the St. George. And they're offering a wonderful barbecue here today. Of course, this will air starting next week, but we just want to showcase what's going on. And we've got another band member coming along who looks familiar.
More than a member.
And you're Aldo, the band leader. Woo!
Lucky me.
Oh God! Yeah, you're the one that got to park the car.
I did.
Yeah, there's some prestige. Here we go. I've seen you before.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Yes, I am.
Hi, Sue. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. And so, Route 88. Tell me what some of the songs you sing.
Let's see. We do.
Well, there's our list.
He's a musician. He can zoom. You've got a nice Margaritaville. What is your favorite? What do you think you guys really click on that just really people get up and start dancing to?
Well, I think one of our best songs, and Gordy does it. It's called "Shook Me All Night Long" by AC/DC. Let's see. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Oh, so you're a real fun get up and dance and have a good time.
You bet. You bet.
And
that's
so
what we're here about.
And if people want to book you, how do they call? Who do they call? Do they call Ted at Volcano or?
They can call Ted. They can call me. I do most of the bookings.
Okay.
296-5792.
All local. 296.
5792.
So you're available for weddings and parties and festivities.
Funerals, anything, you know.
Okay. Website is Route88band.com. How hard is that? Route 88. And of course, Tommy's showing that.
That says it all.
I mean, are we together or what? This Tommy guy on Fox, Tommy. Oh, I said it. That's going to happen, huh, Tommy?
I think they'll cut that.
This Tommy guy on Fox. No, that's good because that's maybe a sign that that's where he'll end up. He should. He's been such a good guy. Okay, you guys, we're going to close our show from the end of. Don't tell me you're on the end of it's the end of the world for you here. This is Sue Slivic on location with this great band, Route 88 at the St. George, celebrating this wonderful day, July 5th, 2014. It's the Independence Day celebration, the Cannonball Run, and All Day Parade going on right here. We hope to see you next year. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.